Hello, my dear students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today we will discuss a very important topic. The topic is quality improvement in education. That means how to bring improvement in the field of education. We will discuss in brief. I'm not going to discuss everything. I'm not going to discuss from A to Z. I'm just going to focus on certain points, okay, some key points, so that it can be helpful for you for your further studies. So without wasting time, let's start the video. Some key points, okay, related to the particular topic, how to bring improvement in the field of education. What are the points? Just have a look. What is the very first point? The very first point is ICT, computer education. How to uh, make the students aware of computer education. This is very important nowadays. Why it is important? Because from uh, every field, if we have example, okay, at homes, in schools, in colleges, universities, everywhere, the knowledge of computer is essential. A person who is not having the knowledge of a computer, okay, he or she cannot, in a sense we can say, cannot improve himself or have development in his or her life. That's why computer education is very essential. Everything is digitalized nowadays, everything is computerized nowadays, so this is very much important. To bring quality in the field of education, we must introduce information and communication technology or computer education in the field of education. Okay, I hope you understood. What is the second point? Boarding and hostel facilities. This is also a very important key point related to the improvement, okay, in the field of education. You see, our country, India, is a third world country, okay. Most of the students, they cannot complete their education because of different reasons, getting the point. So if we have the facilities, hostel facilities and boarding facilities, then definitely what will happen, this problem will be solved automatically. So this is the reason you have to focus on this point. What is the point? Boarding and hostel facilities, okay, so that we can have the platform how we can solve the dropout rates should be decreased, okay, and we can give the students who are below poverty line, getting the point, they can have all the things, all the facilities, and they can impart education. What is the third point? Introduction of yoga. So education is all about all round development, okay. There is a concept also, a sound mind and a sound body. That means if a person wants to lead a healthy life, definitely he will have to work on his or her body. And so that's why introduction of yoga is very much important to bring or introduce spirituality, okay. We have to go through the concept of yoga meditation. So from right from the very beginning in a child's life, okay, this is very important. You need to introduce yoga as an important part, and this is a very important point through which we can bring improvement in the field of education. What is the next one? Science education. Science education is also very important. Why science education is important? You see, most of the people in our society, they lead a life which is very much superstitious. They believe in superstitious things, okay. They cannot think rationally. So if you introduce a science education, then right from the very beginning an individual gets an exposure to work on it. They get an exposure to think rationally, getting the point, and they are away from the superstitious beliefs. In a sense, we can say the society gets an exposure, a platform to the development. Okay, this is very important. That's why this point is very much essential. Okay, in this regard. What is the next point? Environmental education. You see, environment is getting deteriorated day by day, and who are responsible for environmental degradation? We the human beings, okay. So if we do not understand the needs of the protection of environment, the day is not so far that we will be vanished from this world, getting the point. So we have to make the students, okay, understand that we should protect the environment. We should make them understand the ill effects of pollution, environmental degradation, etc., so that they can protect the environment. Okay, that's why to bring improvement in the field of education, this is also very important point. What is the point? Environmental education. What is the next point? Population education. You see, population is increasing day by day. Explosion of population is a very crucial problem nowadays. Okay, it is in a sense we can say a barrier to development. If we want to bring development in the society, then definitely we'll have to have control over population, and that particular education should be given to the new generation, to the students. That's why to if you want to bring improvement in the field of education, definitely you will have to have this knowledge of population education. Okay, what is the next one? Vocational education. You see, livelihood is very much important. You getting the point? That means while learning something, as teachers we should make the students understand that they should learn something from where they can earn something. Getting the point? So this vocational education is also a very important point through which we can say we can bring improvement in the field of education. Okay, I hope you've understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. So in this slide also I'm going to focus on some key points, okay, related to the improvement that should be brought in the field of education. Okay, what is the point? Just have a look. Appointment of quality teachers. If we want to bring improvement in the field of education, okay, that definitely we will have to focus on the appointment of quality teachers. Okay, for that particular purpose we need to have different taste, okay, personality taste and other tastes, so that they can prove themselves that they can teach the students in a better manner or better way. Getting the point? So that's why we'll have to focus on this point, appointment of quality teachers, if we want to bring improvement in the field of education. What is the next point? Importance on teacher training programs. Okay, after appointing quality teachers we have to focus on the teacher training programs, okay, so that they can get opportunities to improve themselves professionally. Okay, only then we will be able to bring improvement in the field of education. What is the next one? Moral education. So here, if we want to bring improvement, if we want to have quality education, then definitely with the other things, okay, we need to focus on moral education. Okay, the students should be morally sound. Okay, for that purpose we need to introduce what? Moral education, so that they can get opportunities. Okay, they can have maximum exposure to be a perfect and quality citizen of the country. Okay, what is the next one? Advanced learning tools, okay, in our schools, okay, for the purpose of learning, for the purpose of teaching. Okay, uh, we have to introduce certain tools, okay, which are advanced, which are effective, which are fruitful for the students. Okay, this is very important. What is the next one? Community participation. Community participation is very important. Okay, in a school, the community people, they have to get involved. Okay, they will have to monitor everything. They will, they can also contribute towards the development of the entire system in that particular school. Okay, including infrastructure. Okay, so this community participation is also important, so that they can bring what? Quality education. They can bring improvement in the field of education. Next is monitoring. Monitoring is a very important thing. Okay, in that particular school where everything is okay and the government is giving everything, okay, but if the government is not making the provision for monitoring of the school, then definitely what will happen, somewhere the development will not happen, it will be hampered. Okay, so monitoring, regular monitoring is must. Okay, if we want to bring improvement in the field of education. What is the next point? Universalization of education. So we know what is the concept of universalization of education. That means irrespective of caste, creed, religion, sexuality, okay, we need to cover each and everyone in the field of education. Everyone should have the right to education, getting the point, who are 6 to 14 years of age, okay, that should be there. And this is also very important point related to the improvement that should be brought in the field of education. What is the next one? Equity in education. Equity in education, we understand what is the concept of equity, getting the point. So in a classroom, suppose there are some students who are intelligent enough and there are some students who are not much intelligent, they are slow learners. So how to adopt different methods to teach different students from different levels, getting the point, that is also very important. So it should be also an important point to focus on so that we can bring improvement in the field of education. That means we'll have to focus on the concept of equity in education. Okay, what is the next point? Inclusive education. The concept of inclusive education, I think it is known to everybody. That means this is the concept where we will have to include each and every one, okay, irrespective of caste, creed, irrespective of their abilities and disabilities, okay. So when we have this particular concept, inclusive education, that means we will be able to cater the feeling of universal brotherhood also, the feeling of equality also, the feeling of equity also. So this concept should also be taken care of. What is the concept? Inclusive education, if we want to bring improvement in the field of education. So I hope you understood. Thank you. Keep learning.